Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Mad Capper and there's another video on Raid Shadow Legends. It's been a while since I've done a raid rant. First off, I want to apologize. I don't know if this is going to drop tonight or tomorrow. I've been feeling very unwell today. Don't worry, not COVID. Been feeling very, just not feeling good. I don't know how else to put it. A little bit of a tummy ache, my friends. So I've been chilling, keeping it easy, getting lots of rest, drinking a lot of water, spending a lot of time peeing that water out. So I didn't stream today. I will make that up during the week whenever I can. I'll do a couple days during the week to stream in the evening. But I need to talk about this rant. I need to get this video out. I'm trying to do daily videos again, so or at least get into a habit of more videos than not. And I got a rant, and it's gonna it requires a lot of tinfoil hat theories, but even if my theories are wrong, the rant stands, and we'll get right into it. But first, I do want to go into the related piece of this, and that is the Krisk Tournament of Champions, the Tournament of Spenders. So why Krisk? Why is this going on? Why now? Well, I know that this is part of their 3rd year anniversary celebration. So they tell us. I do not believe that this was already slotted to happen. I believe this was slotted to happen. A tournament, a multi-champion tournament based on tiers or levels of something of some sort. I believe that was always in the works. I can't believe that Krisk was always slated to be #1, because that is a champion. Like Sir Nick was the last time they did this. They did this a year ago at Christmas. A lot of heartache. Tyraku and Saffron especially both got really expensive Jingle Hunters. But he's still going. Leprechaun, I'm not coming for you. I don't want it. I got 2. I was just going to say, hey, if you're not going to go for it, I would have taken it. But you show me you want it. I'm good. We good. We solid. So that's my first. And that's not really a huge conspiracy. That kind of just makes sense, right? They lost Russia. They lost all the revenue. I mean, the Ukraine revenue, as far as how much people played in the probably not a lot, but Russia was their largest, my understanding, their largest revenue base for Plarium. It's a small portion of the entire Aristocrat, but as far as Raid Shadow Legends, it was the biggest single piece of the puzzle for revenue, monthly revenue. They're no longer, they've suspended all transactions to Russia. Not politically motivated, in my opinion, just simply the fact of the free fall of the ruble, plus the international banking has been all but suspended. And cut right off from Russia due to the sanctions, various different sanctions from various different countries and companies. So it was just smart business sense to not touch that. I mean, I hardly believe that stopping them from playing Raid Shadow Legends would stop the war. I don't think Vladimir Putin's playing this game. So I think Krisk was brought in because they knew the revenue, and hey, they know their game. Look at this revenue. I recorded this once before, had a little issues, so I had to I'm re-recording. But I think I figured out that this is about 60,000 gems minimum. And that's just based on the fact, like, if you take, it's about 134, I think, points to take 3 5-star champions and level them up in Nightmare 12.6 with the monthly raid pass and the XP boost. So if you have all that and you run it through, but then it goes down each time. It goes to 106 and then down and down. So, and of course 5-star champions are worth more than 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. So you got to think that I think the number that I had heard was 30. Let me know in the comments down below if you know, if someone's done the averages, assuming that you're leveling everything from 1 to whatever. How much, you know, break it down to just energy. I know that there's brews and chickens and all that, but let's just break it down in the basics, which is food from campaign, and then using that food to keep leveling yourself up, etc., etc. I'd be curious to see what the average of all that is per run, how much energy is used, and then of course you take the energy, you divide it by 130 because that's a full thing, times that by 40 because that's how many gems it costs to get a full thing of energy, and then you can convert how much it spends into gems. I would suspect 60,000 plus. Also keeping in mind that you need that food, so that's just to level those champions. To get those champions, you're either I doubt what is this guy? Is he Dynasty or Dynamo? He's always up here. He's a whale. He's a true Kraken. I doubt he's opening up mystery shards. He's probably just buying ancient packs. So then how many ancients packs is that to be able to level that much? You're probably looking at another 60,000 gems at minimum. So probably there's 120,000 gems more even. I don't know. My mind can't wrap around it. How much this costs. I just want to frame this all together for you because this is my point. This is a major revenue stream for this company right now. A company that has relocated itself to Poland, who has relocated 700 employees. I think they said 75% of their over 700, and that was a while ago. So by now it's probably even higher. Assuming that they have to figure out how to house these people. So if I'm Plarium, you just drop them you just take an apartment over. You do whatever you can. You find them spots. You set them up however you can to keep this game going. And hey, it's good for them to do that. It's good. They don't have to, and they are, and that's awesome. But it's also, fiscally responsible. They got to keep showing revenue, and they've lost Russian revenue. So they've done this. They've got a huge revenue in here. I say all that, and look, the rant's not about this. It is what it is, right? They did it for Sir Nick. They're doing it for Krisk. You're a big boy, and you're big boys and girls out there, and they them. If you decide to do this, that's on you. If you choose not to, that's also on you. It's a Krisk. A Krisk is not going to be a difference maker for anybody's account that can afford to win it. So keep in mind that it's 91 to 100 that gets in the Krisk group. And if you're that level, you probably already have everything figured out in this game. And Krisk is not going to change that. I'm telling you that right now. So if you're still going for him, I love Krisk. If I had none, I would be going. I'm not saying I'm smart. I'm saying I do the same thing. But big money in this, big investment, a big boost to their finances to pay for things like how much did it cost them to move to Poland? How much does it cost them to get their staff there and to keep this game running through proxy servers and all that? And what else they have to do? Who knows? While at the same time losing a significant source of revenue, monthly revenue from the Russian community. So this is important. This is a big deal. So here's my rant. Why would you ever consider it to be a good idea in the middle of what is arguably the most important event you have ever placed in this game since its inception? Why would you think that it's a good day and a good time to drop a patch? Why? I'm going to tell you why I have a problem with them dropping a patch. Because that patch happened in day 2 of this thing, day 2 to 3, and it could have broken the game. How many patches have you dropped that has either for 1 day, 2 days, or sometimes even more disrupted either a percent or the entire player base? And how many people would have been completely turned off by this whole event if they couldn't log in for a day and it effectively lost because the other guy happened to be able to? Look, we know your patches break thing. In fact, this patch here broke something. And we're lucky that it wasn't game altering. We are lucky it wasn't game altering. And I got further. I'm going to break this down even crazier because I think it was just so foolish of them to do. So stupid to do. So when you come in here, you can long press. So, do I have gear on him? I click on here. I no longer have the stats thing here. It seems, I know that's such a minor thing in the grand scheme, a bit of a pain in the butt. But that could have just as easily been, hey, the fact that when I'm in Doom Tower, I can't hit repeat anymore. It just throws me an error. So I have to go back to change your team and then go back in. Which means then I have to rebuild that team because it doesn't save teams unless you win that level. But it could have been something worse. It could have been something way worse, and you still chose to do it anyway. Now here's my tinfoil hat. Here, I got it right here. Here's my tinfoil hat shielding me from the rays from the aliens that are causing this. You did it on purpose. You did it on purpose because you wanted to break third-party apps. I'm going to say RSL Helper, but anyone who's using a third party that's reading the data, mining data, in order to add functionality to the everyday player who plays from the Plarium Play client. You did it on purpose to break that, because it's more than just a clicker. It's a clicker that adds and swaps food and sells artifacts and does all this automation. And that was a huge deal for this tournament. And you broke it. And honestly, you broke it because you must have, I don't know for sure, but you must have totally revamped some sort of underlying architecture at some point, somewhere in this game, to make that happen. Data streams, the readable stuff, the client-side data, the data that comes from the server to the client that you can then break the encryption on and then use in third-party tools to read data and give people information, doesn't suddenly totally change what it's sending, what it's giving, what it's doing, without a total revamp from your guys' side. And that is 100% irresponsible, because at best it was ill-timed and ill thought out that you could have broken this game for several days and thus ruined your tournament and ruined a ton of finances that are coming into your company. At worst, it was a blatant attempt to break the third-party tool, which then also could have broken the game and caused you to lose a large amount of revenue in this game. Why you would do that? Why you couldn't have done the patch before this event or after this event? 1 week would have not killed any of us. We would not have minded. We could have done the fusion next week. But you chose to do that during this event. And whether malicious or not, you set yourself up, and by Lord, you dodged it. But you set yourself up for a monstrous fail. Look at, we go to that tournament, we go to that main page, and yeah, that's 100, 200,000 gems. I don't even know how many. The math makes my brain hurt. Definitely don't ask Senti, but ask someone like Senti who's really good at math in Raid Shadow Legends. But even here, Leprechaun and I were messing around for about 3.5 days. Could you imagine at day 3, right? Leprechaun at day 4 sent notice. He jumped about 30,000 points, and I said, perfect. That's what I needed to know. I'm backing off. But could you imagine on day 3, you drop that patch, day 3 morning comes in, game's broken for him, not for me. So I look at it and I go, oh, I guess Leprechaun's not going to compete. Well, I'm not going to give it to free. And I dropped 20,000 points, 30,000 points. Now I have 2 Krisk. I don't need the Krisk. I wasn't pushing for the Krisk. I just wanted whoever's in first to tell me that they weren't gonna give it up, because I wasn't giving it for free. A 3rd Krisk is not a bad thing for an account. So I'm not an animal. I'm not soulless, but I do have expectations. And if I could have gotten it for 80,000, I would have. If he didn't step up right then when he did. And if you would have broken the game for just 1 day, it would have told me that, oh, he's not trying for it, I go for it instead, and suddenly, boom. Flip side. You could have broken the game for me and Sirloin and Tactician, although I don't think Tactician was there at the beginning. I think it was just the 3 of us. You could have broken the game for 2 of us, and then Leprechaun wins it at 50,000 because we can't get him for 2 days, and we just give up at 10,000, 15,000. Maybe we go for the legendary tome and then walk away. You ran the risk of so much revenue loss over a patch, whether or not you did it on purpose or not. Though, like I said, hey, even if this was a legit patch and everything about it's on the up and up, and it had nothing to do with third party, you still changed underlying architecture significantly enough that it took one of the better RSL Helper, one of the better Farsaw. It took him 4 days to reconfigure this with still a few bugs, but mostly working. That's significant. He even said in his own Discord, it's like he was doing it from day 1 again. Like, that is significant. And to make that kind of significant change, that means the underlying architecture, both client and server, had to have changed a lot of things, right? Maybe it's just an encryption. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just they added a 1 to some kind of coding and it blew everything up. But I suspect it's not. I suspect it's very difficult. And for what? Like, so that, I think that's it. I got 15 minutes. I only wanted to do 10 minutes, but I can't wrap my head around when this much is on the line for you guys, this much revenue, why you would drop a patch, and why you would drop a patch with such underlying changes. Like, what purpose did it serve? I don't know. But that's all I got. I'm going to leave you with this. I apologize to those of you who do watch me on Twitch. I do, by the way, stream twitch.tv/madcapperyt. On Twitch, I do every Sunday morning at 10 a.m., every Friday at 6 p.m., both Central Standard Time. Though not this week because I have been feeling very poor all weekend. I usually look orange. I kind of look white today on the screen even. I'm sweaty. Ugh. But a little bit of tummy, like I said. But I'll stream this week to make up for it. But normally those are the 2 days I stream. I am trying to add Saturdays in there. I'm just trying to figure out how and when while still making videos. I have been posting daily videos recently, hoping I can keep up because I do like to make these videos when I get a chance. So please be sure to like, subscribe, check out the videos I've done this week. I think I like the week that I've had. I like the week of content I've put out, including a torture helm. I built them so you don't have to. Top 5 worst in Raid Shadow Legends among epics. We did this raid rant, of course, and many other things. Very proud of my reaction to the J Gigs I Quit video, and just the whole hilarity of that going on throughout Raid Shadow Legends with everyone doing reaction videos of each other is absolutely, to me, that is the funniest stuff ever. I don't know if I'm just a nerd. Well, I am a nerd. I do know that. But I'm done rambling. So I'm good. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.